Humanitarian relief to the people of Lebanon, expressing deep concern for civilian casualties and suffering, the destruction of civil infrastructures, and the rising number of internally displaced people, calling Israel to exercise its utmost restraint. They welcomed Israel's announcement of humanitarian corridors to Lebanon, including 4 humanitarian flights into Beirut International Airport, and within Lebanon that can allow for the rapid delivery of relief aid, and called for their immediate operation. To the current violence and hostilities.
It is important that we get a political framework that will buttress whatever understanding that we reach eventually through the Security Council and through discussions with countries involved. It is important that we work with the countries of the region to find a solution, and that should also include Iran and Syria. And to bring on the governmental authority
of his people, and I would just like to say, Prime Minister, we thank you for your steadfast leadership in these difficult days for Lebanon. It is also the case that we talked about how Syria has responsibilities under 1559, which it in fact has not exercised, and we ask that they do. And we are also deeply concerned, as we have said, about the role of Iran. So it is indeed high time that everyone make a choice. We can have, and the people of Lebanon deserve, a stable, democratic, fully sovereign Lebanon at peace with itself and at peace with its neighbors. Thank you.
Start by expressing my gratitude and thanks. Israel, for the past 15 days, has been making this aggression against Lebanon, and I'd like to remind you, this is the 7th during 30 years, the 7th aggression and the 7th occupation that Israel is exercising against Lebanon. We really wanted, on the one hand, to really ask the participants to provide the humanitarian relief assistance, which is important, and to provide all other assistance that is in this respect, but more. We wanted a ceasefire, an immediate ceasefire. I think this matter was discussed quite amply in the discussion. We made some progress in terms of really handling all the issues, but that was our expectations. I think there is a lot to be done in the coming period.
The next several days, we also have asked that those meetings be held urgently so that that force can be put together.
I believe that everybody has realized that there has been crossing across the blue line. But the reaction of Israel really shows that as if Israel has already a well-prepared plan for reaction. And the retaliation is definitely, by the judgment of all concerned, it's disproportionate with what has happened. Moreover, I believe if I were, let's say, in the position of Mr. Olmert, I would really move directly towards solving the real problems. Let me tell you, throughout the past years, did any of the actions that Israel committed over the years bring additional security and safety to Israel? Not at all.
It's 6. That's 6.
No, not allowed.